Alright, doing Frog Mode Part 2. Let's get that unlock again. So, let's go ahead and get started. Full plan is to just kind of play as normal. But yeah, so one of the other things that I've been kind of wanting to do in a lot more of these runs is actually to have certain topics that I kind of wanted to discuss, right? So, okay, but first off, I probably want to get a little bit of a feel for how this movement happens again. But then I'll kind of go on to the topic that I wanted to talk about. And so, generally just kind of like a lot of random reflection on it and whatnot. Not even like necessarily with any points or anything, but only because I am just curious and I don't know. So I've like, for the most case, what I've been trying to think about is what I think would be good for exploring for these runs is actually to talk a little bit about some form of concept in Binding of Isaac. Ouch, that's bad. Tears up, tears down. Oh, he does the croak symbol and it's a good one, I think. Anyway, what happened to that? It's not looking so good. This is some craziness here. But, yeah. So, once I get the feel for the run here, I will get back into doing, or like kind of talking about the topic. But for today, it's supposed to, like, I'm basically looking up random items in Isaac based upon what their, item entry is. And the one that I happened to roll today was Thunder Thighs. So a lot of it was just kind of something I was kind of expecting to, talk about what it does, talk about use cases where it's good. And then, I don't know, other interesting things about it too, and maybe like relating to the style of item as a whole, too. So, for instance, okay, Movie Pro, I'm not sure. For instance, Bucket of Lard, right, is a health up. It gives you 1 red heart and heals 1 red heart, which is actually like a lot of the active items, or not active items, a lot of the health up items. It's actually fairly rare for them to not give you a health up, which is good because, it ends up effectively giving them a little bit more kind of net, total health. So, for instance, it can be really helpful for red heart builds because, it just builds up a bit more of the, okay, sorry, I just need to pause for a moment. It's like kind of very difficult to talk continuously while also trying to play, but I am not trying to worry about playing as fast as possible. Plus, I'm also just trying to, take it slow. And I feel like this is probably going to be less feasible for tougher characters, and it might get quieter during certain points where the run might be getting harder. Anyway, which, as it turns out, in Frog Mode is just maybe from the get-go. That being said, I like Frog Mode a lot. But yeah, so it's a 0.4 damage down, not damage down, 0.4 speed down, which is huge. Like, I would say 0.8 damage, or 0.8 speed is pretty slow. That's what Maggie starts with. And actually, I remember back when it was Anti-Birth Plus, they made it so that Maggie got, oops, dang it. Maggie got a pill, right? She started with a pill to kind of compensate for her, for what the, like, for her speed down, essentially, right? And it was actually always a speed up pill, But really glad they changed that to a full health pill. Fits the identity a lot more, which I think is great. Yeah, so what was the other thing? Yeah, don't mind us, we're just farting everywhere. Do I want to sacrifice Wimpy Bro? No, I mean, look at that guy, he's a dork. Let's get a picture of him. Wimpy Bro, come over here. Another one. Yeah, one more picture. Smile for the camera. Okay. Take the dark matter. They need to fix frog mode. The frog looks very disturbing now. Anyway, where was I? I don't want to go to the curse room. So yeah, in any case, so like of course lower speed is associated with like tanks and stuff, so it ends up working on Maggie. Of course, the other thing that of course Thunder Thighs does that's really great is it lets you crush rocks. And I remember one thing that I think was a change was one thing that was actually a change or some form of adjustment was when you stomp on red poops, it actually doesn't hurt you anymore when you have Stompy. And that's true for Stompy, for Thunder Thighs, for I mean obviously not Mega Isaac. Let's see, I'm trying to think of any of the other things that allow you to stomp into the nail. Oh, I was like, I want to stop him from getting that. Okay, sorry, a little scared. I don't want to accidentally step on this. Okay, now we're out. Yeah, basically being able to stomp on rocks, if you're willing to actually like spend time to do it, is pretty strong. The only things that it doesn't work super well with is, of course, mushrooms and bomb rocks. Interestingly, it even prevents damage from the spiky rocks, which I don't need Angry Face. I'm not really that much in a Red Heart build, nor do I have much. I just want to fire it. Nice, good job, Wimpy Bro. Yeah, so anyway, stomping on rocks is good, right? Like, just in general. It's actually fairly easy to find a crawl space if you end up... Oh man, concentrating gets very hard. Anyway, it's pretty easy to find a crawl space. So crawl spaces end up occurring in about, I don't actually know the percentage, something to look up in the future. My guess is maybe 0.1%, because there's 2 random questions at the start of each floor. Yeah, sure. Yeah, my guess is 0.1, right? Because Stud Finder increases your, I don't even look like a frog anymore. So Stud Finder increases your chances to 0.4, I think. Or not 0.4, 0.5%. And then of course, Mom's Box Stud Finder increases it to to 1.0, right? It doubles it. So the other possibilities, it could be 0.25%, but I mean, like, you know, if you have Stud Finder, of course, the expectation, there were more poops to eat over here. Why did he leave? So many poops to eat. And I actually probably should avoid speed ups now. Just something on contemplation. Okay, this room had nothing in it. I think it's easier to feel okay with the outputs of some rooms if you don't assume the copper bomb is guaranteed to explode. Because otherwise, like, if I figured that I was like, oh, I have 6 bombs right now. Like, no, I had 3 bombs. And 3 chances for another explosion. Where could the secret room be? It's gotta be somewhere wonky, right? No, it's just over here. Yeah. Oh, one costs a bomb and the other I can just... Oh, that's interesting. Save a bomb. Half heart is worthwhile trade. Ooh, tears up. Nice. Glad I explored that. Yeah. So, stomping is good, right? Obviously you can get resources from pots and from skulls. Skulls are great because... Oh, shoot. Oh my god, Mega Fatty... Okay, I thought... Rude. Okay, I need to concentrate just a bit now. Yeah. Okay, Placenta's nice. On the topic of HP up items, arguably one of the best, especially if you have a reasonable amount of red health. Because you can just... It's not live forever, but... you do get to... if you're patient enough, you can acquire enough health. So, of course, the question is whether you might have enough damage to take one of the final bosses, but yeah. In any case, this rambling feels pretty silly and rambling, and I definitely lose my train of thought a lot. This is going to be tough, but I think it's an interesting enough thing to stick onto for a while. Yeah, but also, like, let me know if you think trying to analyze items and their use cases is something that might be interesting. I just don't want to... Oh, wait. I should actually play this a little bit. Wait, can I not? Okay, I can. It's just so hard. You jerk! I wanted those. No, let me... Oh, you jerk. No. This time for sure. Yeah. Oh my god. Just... I knew he was gonna cheat me out of that one, but not this one. Come on. I'm gonna get 10 coins here. That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna get another 11. Dang it. Okay, but here for sure. I'm all in. I'm doing 20. I'm doing 20. I almost Imagine if I exited that room. Dang it! Oh my god, that jerk. He's taking all my money. Oh my god, this is the... This is actually miserable. Oh yeah, I only have 17. Okay, don't take... Come on. Yeah. Ace of diamonds, ace of diamonds, ace of diamonds. 3 aces of diamonds. That's actually really good. 3 full clears. And we get the key just because. Unicorn stone. Easy. Get a nice free spicy key. That's pretty spicy. Yeah, I want to reroll the unicorn stump now. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, stomping rocks is good because, I mean, right, house stitches, not quite what I'm looking for. Right, but okay. So say for instance you had Mom's Box and Stud Finder, right? And on average you'd find a crawl space, you know, every 100 rooms, which, or not 100 rooms, every 100 rocks, which is, oops, it's very feasible. Right, if you, and then every 200 rocks again, especially on later floors, like you're going to be encountering 200 rocks. The question is, like, I would say when you start getting closer to, just crushing every single rock, right? Like at that point, the expectation is you would need to, long term, for one every single time, for every single floor, you need to crush 1,000 rocks, which is a lot. That's where, like, but the thing is, like, so that's where it might be worth using, like, bomb generation for, say, you know, a Mom's Box worth or something. Like, we're just talking about, like, what's a useful time investment. But it probably would not be worth it for, say, like, if you were just using bombs in the first place. But if you had Stompy, right, like, unless you're literally trying to, you know, use your time as, it's not even about time in that case. Usually it would be like, well, I mean, it would be actually literally about time, right? Chances are you either don't care to put in that much time into that run, or like you're speed running, right? So you clearly don't want to put that much time into one run. So, like, in those cases, right, Stompy still has its uses, right? Because you can walk through certain rooms that have rocks blocking your way. And obviously there's still the possibility to get resources. Also, Joker is really nice. I will play this a few times. I'm actually going to D20 in here. I actually don't know what that is. I should check what the card is. That's the tower, okay. Yeah. So I get 2 dice every single room, and actually I should drop the other card in here. I'm not going to go absolutely crazy. Okay. Just wanted to get those things out of the way. It's pretty hard to do any, like, fine, what's it called? Kind of like very fine movements on this character. Just being so slippery, you know. Calling card. Summons a Psy Hunter. So anyway, stomping generally has its uses, although I would imagine the speed down is probably, because it's also 0.4 speed down, is probably too significant to be worth taking for speedruns. What was it? And then, so another thing, and this was a very interesting, this is something interesting that I learned from, but apparently in original Rebirth, the Thunder Thighs actually decreased your permanent speed, which I had no idea did that. But that's actually, like, that's definitely a reason to also think that it's, like, more actively bad, right? Yeah, sure. Take this pokey friend right here. Go get him, pokey friend. See, he's a friend because he's got a, oh my god, we should get a picture of this friend too. We're gonna get a picture of all the friends. I like including the familiars in the thumbnails too. Makes it easy. But yeah, so it was definitely a much worse item before. Glass D8, Glass D20. Or, yeah, D8. Okay, I got it. I got a D8. Oh, Speed down is actually really nice too. Because that was a tears up and a damage up. But yeah, obviously being that much of a speed down, in almost all scenarios, it's very bad to have a speed down. Well, I wouldn't say very bad, just it's not good. And in, like, how bad a speed down is kind of also is a function of how much speed you're able to lose, right? Speed matters the more the slower you are. So, you know, like, if you're at 1 speed and you get a speed down, that's pretty, that stinks. But might be worth it, right? So, because for instance, say Small Rock is a 0.2 speed down, but, you know, that's probably worth it, considering it's a tears and damage up, right? But, oh, Pyro, nice. But, on the other hand, something like, I would actively reconsider grabbing Small Rock if I was at 0.6 speed. Possibly, like almost certainly I would grab it if I was at 0.6 speed. Yeah, I said 0.6. I meant 0.8. I would seriously consider not grabbing it at 0.8 speed, so going down to 0.6. Why was I able to hit him? I feel like he was supposed to be invulnerable. Not sure. Wait, are we already at the end? Oh, we go to Mom's Heart though. Wow, I was not even playing that slowly. I don't know, for some talking continuously just makes things feel like they last forever. But yeah, so did I get I've not gotten a deal on this floor yet. Stand behind this post so that I can get or that I can just use the spectral tears to my advantage. I don't have to continuously move here, by the way, it's just more fun. And look at that, the time that I stopped moving, I took damage. Coincidence? I think not. Technically, you shouldn't use, I found, pills, or like any bad, like obviously don't use bad pills, but even like good pills, or like medium pills, right, that you like can't use, right? Essentially you would want to that's a speed up. I don't love that. I don't know why I took it. Oh, remember that one thing that I was saying about speed being pretty much always good? It gets more important the slower you are. I think the frog is actually a very interesting exception to that. The frog is actually really hard to play if you get a lot of speed. Oh, Battery Baby doesn't do much for me. Do I get a picture of Battery Baby too? Yeah, why not? Seems fun. Make it through that room without landing on spikes eventually. Okay. Oh, okay, this room is... There we go. Alright. Oof, okay. So, where was I? I was talking about the Stompy effect for a while, which, I mean, if it doesn't come at the cost of anything, obviously, Stompy is good. Speed down, of course, is less than ideal, with the exception being Frog. I can't think of very many other exceptions how you would ever want a speed down. I don't know, maybe there is. But is this XL? Yeah, that's why this is going so much faster. I didn't even realize my Pokefriend could push bombs. Can you auto-detonate bombs? Tears Up is fantastic. I'm finally at the same tier rate as normal characters, but I shoot 3 times as many shots. Sure. I'm not scared. Oh, I was gonna see if the Pokey would auto-detonate the Troll Bomb there. So yeah, but there's like more to say on Thunder Thighs, right? Than just... Okay, so there's actually, what is it? Apparently it's supposed to be an image of nacho cheese. And I mix this up a lot. I don't know if everyone else does, but Thunder Thighs is the one that gives 1 heart. And use that Pokey to do the crush. Thunder Thighs gives 1 heart, and Bucket of Lard gives 2. Interestingly, Bucket of Lard actually heals for less than a standard HP item, but it does actually heal you. Whereas Thunder Thighs also heals you. So, Bucket of Lard's basically just like a food item. Whereas... you know... Sorry, so Thunder Thighs is just like a food item, whereas Bucket of Lard, despite being a quote-unquote food item, is not. It does not behave exactly like food item. And so what I mean by food item is like breakfast, dinner, midnight snack, you know, those things. Obviously they're not even like food safe food for... Oh, I don't like this. I'm just gonna hit the... you know, I kind of panicked there. I shouldn't have hit the button. I shouldn't have not taken... I shouldn't have rushed to hit the button. That's what I mean to say. Anyway. What? Oh my god, I'm so fast. I'm gonna take damage because I'm so fast. Alright. We're zooming. I didn't really get max value out of my honey coin, but that's okay. Honey coins are nice though. The organ... Oh my god. This is terrible. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, the Pokey is mine. At some point he's gonna start throwing his brain at me. So I need to start moving. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I guess I won. Alright, bigger tears. Alright, range up, that's nice. Isaac. Okay. Oh, that hit me? Bull honky. Ah, okay. HP up. I think Blue Mushroom also heals you too. Okay, it was better than taking an item I didn't want. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Oh, the other thing about Thunder Thighs is it also lets you walk on red poops. I think D8 could backfire way harder now, so I'm actually gonna... I keep thinking that the Pokey thing is not my friend. Oh, I didn't even see that skull. Okay, this is starting to be a little bit more of a challenge. So I took damage from the clockworm. Oh, you know what I should do? As soon as I enter into a room, I should hold. Yeah, that's what I should do. Hey, found a crawl space. This is probably terrible, but maybe amazing. I think it's good. How far does my tears go down to? 143? It's not even... Oh, wait, it's more of a question of what does it go up to? Pretty high. It's never any fun to do full clears on Curse of the Lost Floors. Oh, I kind of jumped the gun here. Hurt. Yeah, well, let's see. But yeah, in general, HP ups can be nice. The thing is, it's like kind of the best amount of red health to have. At least my thought process on it has changed from like none to as like essentially like so that you can have as many soul hearts as you feel comfortable with to not lose a deal. But I remember at one point I actually was very much in the category of like always trying to get down to 0 soul hearts. But I think, or not 0 soul hearts, 0 red hearts. And I think part of that was motivated by the fact that it was so good to go for a deal with the devil items. Because they were generally just very strong and they've become a lot weaker. And the big thing is like, there's a good amount of synergy items there too. Right? Or Babylon, obviously Polaroid, negative to a lesser extent. So HP ups were like usually only good insofar as they let you take more devil deals. I don't know where to go. I'm lost. Must be here. Yeah. Oh, dang it. Okay, hopefully I don't die. That would be nice to not die. Be a fan of that. Oh, that's a soul heart. I remember one other thing that I was so fixated on with health in the past was always, at least if I couldn't... Oh, hey, it's the sun. Okay. Was, you know, if you couldn't get to, you know, if you couldn't get to 0 red health, then you might as well get at least to half red heart interval. Okay, I went alright. I see you hiding behind their heart. Don't you think I didn't see you? But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine like having like a talk the whole time about like dinner or something like that. That would be like how could you even manage that? I feel like the conversation would just be a lot more about like HP up items in general, which is kind of what this is starting to become. Because like, I don't know, stumpy conversation only goes so far, right? I don't remember how many times I have to play this, but it's a little bit painful to play this frog, but I'm just gonna like keep giving money and then just doing like a quick little play like that. Because I think at some point I'll get the 52 card deck. At some point I want to win max bet against this guy. I don't know if that's an achievement. Kind of feels like though. He's so mad. Rules card. Cursed blood can corrupt a weak chest. Oh, that was caught unawares by that. Strong. Trying to time the fart with an enemy's attack is... okay. That's an interesting... Okay, I'm trying to... Just kind of let my guys do all the work. It's funny, but that actually seems reasonably effective. Okay, so it's the guy in the middle that I have to kill. Okay. Alright. It took a while of like looking at those flies. Oh, that hit me. Okay. Oh. I'm grabbing that heart. I know it's just like the half heart interval there scared me. I think I'm actually just gonna go for the boss. Some of these rooms are a little perilous. I do still want to stay in half-heart intervals. Polaroid is still nice. Come on. I don't want to run into that. I can fold here. I don't know why, but Peter's not enjoying that room. Oof. But yeah, I don't know. I think that, like, I was actually kind of surprised how much I was able to talk about Thunder Thistle time. I think it was like almost 20 minutes or something. Feels, you know, like a non-trivial amount of time on an item that you can kind of sum up in a couple of lines. You walk around, you get health, you move slower. Cool. Like, yeah, you walk around, you move slower. Or you move slower, you get health, and you can stomp rocks. Like, it's remarkable how many things, like how many small details there are about all of that. I think that's one of the things that's like interesting about Isaac. One of the things that I think I like about Tainted Eden a lot is that something that's pretty fun about Isaac, admittedly not when I'm going for unlocks, but if I'm just playing for fun, one of the most fun things about Isaac is just getting lots of items and just like having the insanity of that. Like, okay, what's this weird combination of items gonna do? And Tainted Eden dials that up to 11, right? Because it's literally about how many items can you get. That actually worked out in my favor. I wish they changed that. Spooky. Oh, I don't know how I got hit there. Easy. We're just sliding around. Alright, that's the run. Slippy's organs. Alright. That was the run, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.